Oh, these are the end times. Just like the days of Noah, man's mind was thinking about evil things all the time. Every thought of his imagination was evil continually. And, Jesus talked about something like this when he talked about they were able to predict a lot of things like the weather. If it was red at night, sailors delight. If it was red in the morning, sailors take warning. And they predict the weather really well. And he says, but they're hypocrites because they can't predict the sign of the times. Well, if the sign of the times we're looking for evil continually, looking for evil in everywhere and in everyone, then isn't it like a lot like looking at the weather? We see it and uh, we justify our predictions by what we notice, and we only notice the bad weather if that's what we predict, and we don't notice the good weather if we don't predict that, or if we do if we notice if we have predicted it. What we predict is what we see. That's the point. What we anticipate and what we look for is what reveals itself to us, and that's often the case. And so Jesus says, you hypocrites, you can discern the sign of the weather, but you can't discern the sign of the times. And he's speaking about our looking for evil outside of ourselves and in other people, and just looking for bad things to happen. Like, in 50 billion years, why the sun someday is going to get so big it's going to go engulf the earth. But don't worry about that, but because before that happens, chances are a comet will come by and it'll hit the earth and it'll destroy everything living on it. But don't worry about that because there's a good chance that before that happens, man will come to some terrible world war where he'll annihilate the whole planet with his nuclear weapons. You see, people just get into bad habits of looking for bad things. And the more you look for bad, the more it seems to reveal itself to you. And you've got to ask the question: what kind of role do we play in this weather predicting and looking for evil in the world around us? Does evil feed on itself? I think it does. At any rate, I wanted to talk about hopelessness because if you want to focus on what's bad in the world, I'm sure you'll find it. But if you want to focus on equal time on what's good, there's a lot of good going on in the world that you can focus on. And it's important to do that for your own physical and mental health. Focus on the positive as much time as you focus on the negative, and the positive will win out, and you won't be clinically depressed, I hope and believe. Spend as much time. Spending time is investing time in yourself to do what's right for yourself and for others. And that is one of the key things to holding on to hope. The other thing is, don't take this attitude that things are permanent. We are in a change, and if we're swinging towards hopelessness, we're going to turn a corner. It's all part of our spiritual growth that we run into these cycles, and we're going to turn a corner, and the pendulum's going to start swinging back the other way. And after we've explored and all of our terribleness, we're going to start to appreciate our goodness again. Have a nice day. This is Danny Beck. If you like what I have to say, like my channel and subscribe. Thank you very much. Have a great day.